The first mistake, boarding the Unbroken. The Kriksathi were predators by birth and empire by nature. Their fleets had shredded countless weaker civilizations across the spiral arms. Their doctrine was simple: strike first, enslave second, mock forever. So when their cruisers cornered a lone Terran vessel in the neutral expanse of the Raven Corridor, they expected another easy prize. The UNS Resolute was a patrol destroyer, battered from previous skirmishes, its outer plating scarred with plasma burns. To the Kriksathi it looked abandoned, an invitation to plunder. Through their comms, the alien commander laughed. Earth sends children in tin coffins. Open them, strip them, burn what's left. Boarding pods launched, talons of metal tearing across void. Hundreds of armored Kriksathi, soldiers prepared to breach the hull and drag out trembling, humans like prey from a burrow. They didn't know they had stepped into a crucible mockery. In the dark, the galaxy had learned to see humanity as tolerable, dangerous on their homeworld perhaps, but too civilized in interstellar politics. The Terrans had diplomats in every council, trade lanes across dozens of sectors, and treaties written in words instead of blood. The Kriksathi mocked this restraint. In their war halls they joked about Earth's cowardice, about the way humans clung to law and dialogue instead of conquest. They fear war, they hissed. They bend their necks before it. When word spread that a lone Earth ship had been boarded, rival empires chuckled. They expected screaming distress signals, helpless pleas, a ship gutted in silence. But the distress signal never came. Instead, silence. The silence. Before command inside, the UNS Resolute, the Kriksathi boarding squad spread through corridors like carrion beetles, weapons primed. The first few compartments were empty, abandoned bunks, sealed bulkheads. Too easy. Then the ship spoke. A voice, low and cold, filled every deck. Not panicked, not pleading, commanding. This is Earth Command. You are trespassing aboard a Terran vessel. You have 60 seconds to withdraw. Failure to comply will be punished with annihilation. The Kriksathi laughed. Annihilation? From a single ship? Their commander broadcasted back, empty words. Your vessel is already ours. But something changed in that silence. The lights dimmed. Bulkheads locked. The ship's AI rerouted systems to combat mode. Boarding corridors sealed like a tomb. The Resolute was not a coffin. It was a blade. Earth awakens. The warning had not only been for the intruders. It had been a signal. Across subspace, encrypted Terran channels flared alive. Silent codes pulsed outward, carried on bands the Kriksathi could not intercept. From Luna to Titan, from the Jovian yards to the Kuiper bases, Earth's fleets stirred. Dreadnoughts that had slumbered under treaties powered up their reactors. Carrier groups, silent for decades, launched like storms, and far beyond, hidden among civilian routes, black hull ships uncloaked, ghost vessels of Earth's shadow fleet, long whispered about but never confirmed. The galaxy, listening to its comms, felt the tone change. Humans were not broadcasting fear. They were broadcasting orders, and the galaxy remembered too late. Earth Command was never bluster. It was verdict. Retribution unleashed. The first screams came from the Resolute's boarding decks. Kriksathi soldiers, hardened veterans, were suddenly sealed in compartments that flooded with electrified gas. Armor short-circuited, claws sparked. The corridors became execution chambers. In the hangar bay, the remaining squads regrouped, only to see automated defense drones descend like angels of steel, plasma wings glowing. Each drone bore Earth's insignia. The blue-green sphere, serene and merciless. The boarding was over before the Kriksathi even realized it had begun. But that was only the opening note, because Earth Command had arrived. Across the Raven Corridor, the stars dimmed. One by one, Terran ships translated into real space. Frigates, cruisers, dreadnoughts. Their hulls were black glass, etched with tactical runes. Weapons arrays glowing like veins of fire. They did not move like a ragged defense. They moved like judgment. The Kriksathi fleet, once predators, now looked small, brittle, exposed. "This is Earth Command," the Terran admiral's voice thundered across open channels. "You have assaulted our vessel, trespassed upon our crew. Your act is war. The cost is extinction." The galaxy watches empires tune their comms. Pirate bands, neutral colonies, ancient councils, all listened. They expected retaliation, yes, but not this. Not fleets blotting out suns. Not the precision of Earth's mobilization. Every ship in formation, every transmission united, every captain silent except for command. The galaxy had forgotten what humanity was built from. They had forgotten history written in fire, wars where humans fought not for conquest, but survival, and survived everything. Now in real time, they remembered. The Kriksathi fired first, desperate salvos screaming into void. Beams lanced across blackness, but Earth's shields absorbed them like rain on stone. Then the reply came, one salvo, one coordinated strike. Thousands of Terran cannons spoke at once. Entire Kriksathi cruisers vaporized into gas. Capital ships cracked in half, their reactors blooming into novas. The void lit brighter than a dawn. No screams, no mercy, only the voice of Earth Command repeating calm as ever. "This sector is now quarantined. Trespassers will not be tolerated." The storm breaks, the Kriksathi flagship tried to retreat, engines burning, but the Resolute, scarred, battered, still alive, locked tractor beams and held it in place. Terran Marines boarded. Not for plunder, not for trophies, for one purpose: to show what humanity did to those who touched their own. Hours later, the flagship was silent. Its bridge broadcasted a single feed. Rows of Kriksathi officers, disarmed, kneeling. Terran boots behind them. The Admiral's voice echoing again. "You thought us prey. You will live to remember the correction." One by one, the remaining Kriksathi ships self-destructed rather than face capture. Their empire's pride shattered in a single engagement. Aftermath. The whisper of fear. When it was done, the UNS Resolute floated among debris fields glowing with fire. Its hull still bore scars, but its engines burned bright. Above it, Earth's dreadnoughts hovered like judgment carved in steel. Across the galaxy, silence reigned. No empire mocked. No council laughed. Every species remembered the voice that had spoken. Calm, precise, absolute whispers spread in shadowed markets and royal courts. "Never provoke Earth again." Some added softer words, almost prayerful. "Their patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite." The Kriksathi learned the lesson in annihilation. The rest of the galaxy learned it in dread. Humanity did not seek war. Humanity did not boast strength. But when forced, when struck, when mocked, Earth Command answered. And the answer was always louder, always deadlier. Then the question, eternal verdict. The galaxy would long remember the day a Kriksathi fleet tried boarding a single Terran ship. They expected a coffin. They found a crucible. And Earth Command turned that crucible into fire that scarred the stars. From that day forward, the galaxy marked its maps not with borders of empires, but with a single warning etched in silence: do not touch